Fact and follow-up segment tonight. All the octuplets now have names. Their pictures and names have been posted on a website put up by their mother, 33-year-old Nadja Solman, who wants us to send her money. And the woman needs cash. The hospital bill is estimated to be more than $1 million. Also, we have learned that Ms. Solman received a six-figure disability settlement from the state of California and gave much of it to this guy, Dr. Michael Camrava, for in vitro procedures. Finally, there are reports that 3 of the 6 children Ms. Solman already has have some kind of disability, and we can expect more of that with these 8 babies. With us now, Dr. Alana Levine and Dr. Jamie Wells, both are pediatricians. Dr. Wells, we'll begin with you. I'm very angry about this. I think the doctor should lose his license, maybe even be prosecuted. That probably will not happen. I think the state of California should monitor these babies every single day. Now, the babies are all under 3 pounds, all of them. That presents health problems right from the jump, does it not?
Certainly. I mean, extremely low birth weight. They have difficulties maintaining their blood sugars, maintaining their temperatures. They're at risk of having bleeds in the brain. They're at risk of having heart problems, thyroid problems. Just by being in an intensive care unit setting, they're under tremendous stress.
What are the odds that a baby born under 3 pounds escapes with no health problems at all? What are the odds?
Well, I don't think I could give you a precise value because A, I'm not treating them. B, there could be complications that ensue in this month in the neonatal ICU setting throughout the course of the next year. They're not out of the woods even if they get discharged.
Okay, but high risk would be an act.
The highest risk would be the most extreme low birth weight. Whoever has the least maturity of the lungs.
Well, we got 2 babies a pound and a half.
Right, that's extreme low birth weight, and they have very high percentage of death in the first year.
Dr. Levine, 3 out of the 6 children under 8 already have disabilities. They're all in vitro babies. In vitro children have a 2% higher rate than natural birth children of having disabilities, 2%, okay? The mother knows the 3 children have disabilities.
Correct.
Knows it.
Right.
Okay? Already has 6. She has no job, the mother. And then takes an enormous chance with her own health, right?
Right.
And the health of these children.
That's right.
That tells me that this woman is not in her right mind.
Right. It's not a decision that I would make or a decision that I would recommend to my patients. I think that the standard of care in obstetrics is to implant 2 or 3 embryos, not 6. As was in this case.
If you saw this case developing before your eyes, would you have reported it to the medical authorities?
I'm a pediatrician, so I certainly would be concerned for the health of the
but that's why I wanted you here, and Dr. Wells as well. Say you're treating these children that are already born to this woman. You're treating them. They have disabilities. And you know this kooky mother is going in for 8 or whatever more. Do you report it?
I don't report it, but I will tell you that it causes me tremendous stress.
Why wouldn't you report it?
It's not my place to report it because I don't deal with the obstetrics, I deal with the pediatrics.
But you're a doctor and you know how high risk this is.
Right. My job is to educate people. So if I were to meet her beforehand or counsel patients beforehand... That's right. And if I were her obstetrician, I personally wouldn't have implanted all those embryos.
But you wouldn't report. Would you report it, Dr. Wells?
I can't say that I would definitively not do that. If I had someone, first and foremost, I'd have to see how she is a responsible caretaker or not a responsible caretaker of the other children.
Look, this is a real person.
Right.
Okay? She's sitting there. You know she's crazy. She's got the 6, 3 of disability. She has no money. She lives in a parent's house with 3 bedrooms, and she's going to have 6 or 8 kids. Do you report this?
Well, if I was aware of them implanting embryos, then that's something that violates the standard of care. So it would be something that I would certainly bring up. But I don't know how I would ever be privy to that information because she'd have to
you're the
reveal
pediatrician. She could tell you. You know, you guys are doctors treating children. You see weird stuff all the time.
I would tell you that if she came into my office with these children, I certainly would have Child Protective Services go in, evaluate the home.
Good. I'm glad to hear you say that because we need doctors to be more proactive. Now, this sleazoid, Dr. Michael Camrava, who charged this woman a fortune to get this done. This guy not only should lose his license, but I'd investigate him. I don't know what you get him on criminally, but he should never practice again because he's the problem here. The woman's not responsible because she's got some kind of problem upstairs. But he knows.
He should have mandated that she had psychiatry evaluate her. He should have put certain checks in place.
He took the money and didn't care about the kids.
That's right.
Well, he put her life and theirs in jeopardy.
Absolutely.
As well. She could have had repeated
All right, so you
cycles.
both agree with me that
Yes.
this guy, you got to take him off the street.
For sure.
I would say it's beyond an ethical violation. You first take an oath to do no harm. This would potentially do harm to her and the babies that are going to be developing or underdeveloping.
Well, I'm going out to California next week, and we're going to raise holy hell out there, ladies.
Okay.
If this guy doesn't get what he... We got Geraldo on it, which is, you know, putting Geraldo on the guy. And Geraldo will be here tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, with more on this guy. But this is awful, and I think every doctor in America, every single doctor, and we're pleased you came in here, you guys got to band together and stop this stuff. You know, these are human beings, these babies.
Absolutely.
And their lives are going to be, believe me, they're going to be very, very difficult. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Play more as the factor moves along this evening. There's another little girl gone missing in Florida, and authorities say dozens of convicted sex offenders lived near her. Megyn Kelly on that. But next, Senator Patrick Leahy gave President Clinton a total pass, but he's really after President Bush.
You called it constitutional zealotry during the Clinton administration, sir. Isn't that hypocritical?
We hope you stay tuned for that report.